she shut down. All right, let's get to the fabric haul. Can I say that? Hey friends, and welcome back to Sewing from Scratch. I am Kate, and this is where I teach you everything I know about sewing, and we learn more together along the way. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy this content, and if you do, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to catch more great content. Before we get started, one quick thing. I am not sponsored by any of these shops, never have been. One of them has gifted me fabric in the past, but that does not bias my opinion at all. I just want to share what options are out there if you are interested in shopping Deadstock fabric from Canadian shops. So today we are talking about Deadstock. Yes, I know, I have other videos on this. If you don't know what Deadstock is, I'll link some videos up here and down in the description box, a couple different ones that I have made in the past. But today I am sharing where you can find Deadstock fabric in Canada online. Online in Canada? You can shop online from businesses based in Canada. I have kind of five to share with you, and at the end there's going to be a fabric haul, so make sure you stay tuned. Let's get to it. There are a couple tips I have for shopping Deadstock fabric. Number one being that things are changing on there all the time. They only get a certain amount of fabric and then they may never get it again. So when you order or place your order or you're viewing the screen, take a screenshot of that so you know the content and you know the care instructions and that kind of thing. Because when you get your fabrics, you might go back to that site to try and find it and it will not be there, which is the case with me all the time. So just take a screenshot, save it in your phone until you get your fabric, then you can write it down, you know, whatever, just make a note of it somewhere. On that same note, read the descriptions. A lot of these fabrics are coming from a place where they don't know the content, they're just given these bolts of fabric, so they have to do burn tests, kind of do their best, take their best guess at what's going on. So they really don't know the content of the fabric. So read the description. If it says, you know, content or whatever, there will be a caveat somewhere saying, we don't know the exact content, but we believe it to be this kind of thing. There will also be things, you know, pertaining to the weight of the fabric or the feel of it, the texture, the hand, the drape, that kind of thing. So just read it, because that's really the only way to learn all this stuff for shopping on any kind of online website for fabric, because I'm sure a lot of us can relate where we like to be in a store feeling things, but that's not always realistic, especially at this time in life. And lastly, I wanted to also say that when you're reading the descriptions, check well, of course the width, but also the length. Sometimes things will be listed as a bundle, which means that it's a specific cut or a remnant, if you will. So it might be 1.4 meters, it might be 3.6 meters. You know, you never know what it's going to be, or it'll say sold by the half meter or the meter, and then you add how many you want to your cart and you will get it as a continuous cut. So for example, if it's sold in the half meter, you want 3 meters, you're gonna add 6 half meters to your cart and you will get a 3 meter cut of fabric. But just read the description, because that should be written in any description of any fabric that you're buying ever. Pretty important. So we're gonna start on the West Coast with Our Social Fabric. They are based in Vancouver. I have not purchased from Our Social Fabric yet, but they do take donations. That is one thing to note with this business. They do take donations. And they pretty much have everything. They have notions, books, like all that kind of stuff. But from what I can tell, they have pretty much anything you could want. Like any Deadstock shop, they're gonna be bringing in different things at different times. They are only Deadstock, so they don't carry things straight from the manufacturer. They are all saved, rescued fabrics. And you can get 15% off your first order when you sign up for their newsletter. Next up is Blackbird. This is probably where I first mentioned Deadstock, maybe the second time I mentioned it on my channel. So I have ordered Deadstock fabric from Blackbird. All of their fabrics are just top quality. That is all they bring in. If you are a listener of the Love to Sew podcast, you know that Caroline is the owner of Blackbird and also half of the Love to Sew podcast dynamic duo. So lots of confidence in her just from listening to the podcast and all that kind of thing. Love, love, love Blackbird. Probably if I could only order from one fabric shop forever and ever again in my life. Can I say that? No, I'm gonna be diplomatic. I'm not gonna say it. But I do love Blackbird fabrics. Now, their Deadstock is a little different. Their whole shop isn't Deadstock, it's just a portion of their shop. So to find it on their website, you're gonna go to shop by fabric type and then click Deadstock. And they kind of do theirs in drops, kind of like how they do a lot of other things on their site. So right now they have some cotton satines, they have some cotton lawns, cotton voils, they also have some silk satins, they have some viscose jersey, and some viscose silk twill, which sounds super interesting. And these are all in like a floral print, really, really interesting. Highly recommend checking them out. I did a huge Deadstock wool fabric haul from Blackbird back in the fall. Again, all this will be linked below or right here. And with Blackbird, you can get 15% off your first order from signing up to their newsletter. And if you're a Seamwork member, you also get a discount there. I always have my Seamwork code linked in the description box for you guys if you're looking for a discount on your Seamwork membership. Next up, I want to mention a Montreal business called Atelier Adopt Fabric. You have also seen me talk about Atelier Adopt Fabric. I had a whole package of fabric actually gifted to me from the ladies there. They are a wonderfully women-owned business, and same thing, they kind of just get in what they can get in. They also carry notions, things like that. I will say with Atelier Adopt, they do have lots of polyester fabrics. That's kind of what I found from them. Now, Matchpoint is a shop that I had always had intentions of purchasing from. They just, you know, it just never happened. I was on a fabric buying ban, you know, all these things I never ended up purchasing for them. I just went to their website in preparation for this video to find out that she shut down. After 3 years, Matchpoint is no longer Matchpoint, but it did say coming soon or opening soon, so maybe it's coming back. Maybe that was just for her email list. I don't know, you can go and check it out and see if you want to join her mailing list and maybe learn some more. So I was really sad to see that. She was operating just out of her apartment, so I don't know, I'm really sad to see that. And lastly, I want to talk about FabCycle, another Vancouver-based business, and that's where the fabric haul is coming in. So this was my first time ordering from FabCycle, but from what I can see on their website, they have, again, pretty much a little bit of everything. They also have, you know, a lot of polyester stuff, which is common with Deadstock. All right, let's get to the fabric haul. So I purchased 10 pieces of fabric from FabCycle, all with my own money, again, not sponsored. And this is kind of on the back of one of my previous videos where I was doing my colors, or I was going through my closet and I got rid of over 40 pieces from my closet, and then I was telling you about I need to figure out what needs to go back in there. So I went shopping online. It was Mother's Day, they had a sale on kind of thing. So I got 10 pieces of fabric. We're gonna talk about them right now. So first up, I got some bamboo rib knits. These are all the same thing. They're tubular. Tubular meaning they don't have an open, it's a tube. They're only this wide, but it's a tube, so it's two folded edges, and they're factory made like this. So you can either cut them apart or just, you know, use them like this. So this one is like a violet, navy, pretty much a blue violet. Not totally sure it fits in my color palette, but I think so. And then this is called Blue Freezy, I believe, and this one is a strawberry jam. So these, I got 1 meter of each of these, so I'm thinking tank tops or t-shirts with each of these. And again, that's a bamboo rib knit. I think cotton bamboo 2x2 rib knit. Oh, no, this is a 2 meter bundle, meaning it was a cut that was already pre-cut and I just purchased it like this. And then I got 3 meters of this cotton spandex knit. I'm assuming it's a 95.5. That's kind of what it feels like. 95% cotton, 5% spandex. I wasn't sure about the colors online. I held for all of these. I went to each listing and held up my color palette to them to see. But now that I have it in hand, I think it's good. The coral, the brown, and the yellow are like exactly of ones that are in my actual wallet. The turquoise I think might be a bit cooler. Again, I don't know. The mauve I think is really nice. And then the olive I know isn't really in my color palette, but think it'll be okay. So I'm thinking I got 3 meters to maybe make a t-shirt dress out of this, or something to that effect, maybe a romper or something like that. So that's why I got 3 meters of that. Okay, and then I got some cotton knits. These are fairly thin. They're listed as different listings, but they feel very similar, look very similar, have a similar weight. I got this pretty pink, like a pale pink, I think it's called pink krill, and I got 1.5 meters of that. I think that's all they had. I think I tried to get more and they didn't have more. So that's what I got for that one. And then this is a beige color. And I also got 1.5 meters of this. So again, that'll be for like t-shirts. I thought this was good instead of like a white that I can have as a like a neutral t-shirt, good with jeans, that kind of thing. And then I got 3 wovens, and these are gonna be probably for Arden pants, maybe for some shorts. We'll see, you know, how much I have of that kind of thing. So this is a cotton. It says a cotton, and it creases like cotton. It kind of feels like there's some poly in it, or it is a slub. So it's like, I gotta show you the drape. It's so pretty, but. So I'm thinking, yeah, either pants or like maybe even a jumpsuit with this. I'm not sure. That might be a lot to be a jumpsuit in this color. You know, it's like my nude, so I don't know if that's a good idea. But there is quite a bit of it. It was a 2.1 meter bundle, and it's fairly wide. I would say maybe like 50 inches wide. So there's quite a bit of this, and it is, oh, it is plain weave. Yeah, I don't know. It says cotton, so they must do a test. Yeah, it's really nice anyway. And then I got this navy one, and this is, I think this is just like 100% like quilting cotton type thing, or cotton lawn. This is also a 2.1 meter bundle, and again, this will be good for Arden pants, or if I wanted to do like a shirt dress kind of thing, if there's enough for that, it will be really great as a neutral, dark neutral for that. And then this cotton woven is heavier, and it's actually a twill weave. And this is a 1.5 meter bundle. So I'm hoping I can get a pair of Arden pants out of this. Again, I don't know that it is necessarily in my color palette. It might be a cooler color, but I think as pants it'll be good. And it is, well, you can't even see, it is really wide. So I'm hoping that 1.5 meters is enough. I think it will be. I really do think it will be for a pair of Arden pants in this nice green color. And then the last thing I got, and I saved this to last because for a reason, but is this tubular cream cotton knit, and it's heavier than the bamboo ones, and it's like more structured, I guess. So I was thinking maybe for like a turtleneck type of thing. Now the reason I saved it to show you last is because it has stains on it. So again, when you're buying Deadstock, that's not uncommon, so really read the listings. It was in the listing. I forgot or whatever that I ordered it. I figured it was, but I did ask just to make sure, because sometimes they, you know, get stained or whatever, and then they'll replace it or refund you. So there are some stains in here. Yeah, you can see them there. And I tried to get them out. I actually have a video coming out next week on how I wash my fabrics. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hit the subscribe button. But I couldn't get these stains out, so I'm gonna have to work around them. They seem to only be on the one side. And this knit does have like a right and wrong side, so technically it's on the right side, but it's also only on like this part of like this kind of quadrant, I guess, of the fabric. So I think I should be able to work around it. We will see. And that was a 1.4 meter bundle of that. So that is all I got for you today. I am excited to cut into these and make some really fun pieces for my wardrobe that are my color palette and great for summer and transitioning into fall, that kind of thing. You guys know I'm pretty minimalist when it comes to clothing, so I'm excited to really invest in my wardrobe and get some pieces that are going to put some work in and be really versatile, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned a little bit about Deadstock. Again, check out those other videos I have linked down in the description box on the same topic. And if you like this comment, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're new, subscribe to my channel, please. It really does help me grow and evolve and bring you more great content. Thanks for sticking around, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.